The latest now on Trevor Reed. He's the former Marine who was wrongfully held by Russia for nearly 3 years before his release in a prisoner swap. Now we find out he's been injured while fighting in Ukraine. Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell has the story. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, George. A little over a year ago, we were reporting on Trevor Reed being finally released from Russian jail in that prisoner swap. But now it appears he came here to Ukraine to join the fight against Putin's invading army. This morning, a former US Marine who'd been imprisoned in Russia said to be alert and recovering after being injured in Ukraine, fighting against the Russian army.
I also want to be very clear here that Mr. Reed was not engaged in any activities on behalf of the US government.
Sources telling ABC News Trevor Reed was transported to Germany by an NGO after being injured in a landmine explosion in Ukraine. But the State Department also providing assistance after discovering Reed was wounded.
Since the beginning of the war, we've been very clear. We have warned that U.S. citizens who travel to Ukraine, especially with the purpose of participating in fighting there, that they face significant risk.
Reed is one of an unknown number of Americans who volunteered to fight for the Ukrainian army against Russia. Reed was freed just over a year ago in a high-profile prisoner swap after Russia seized him in 2019 on trumped-up charges, holding him hostage for nearly 3 years. ABC News' Patrick Reevell speaking with Reed shortly after his release.
I remember thinking, like, is this real? It feels, like you're in a dream. Maybe I'm still going to wake up right now in solitary confinement. It takes several days for that feeling to leave you.
But while Reed was freed, another US prisoner, Paul Whelan, was not.
I thought that was wrong, that they got me out and not Paul. And I knew that that as soon as I was able to, that I would fight for him to get out, and that I would do everything I could to get him out of there.
Paul Whelan, another former US Marine, has been wrongfully detained in Russia since 2018. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich has also been wrongfully detained since March of this year. In the wake of Reed's injuries, questions now about how it might affect negotiations for their release.
This case is completely separate. They're not the same, and they're treated entirely differently.
Well, Reed, of course, is just one of many Americans who've come here to Ukraine to try and fight against Russia. And I think his injury underscores just how dangerous it really is on the ground for those American volunteers.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.